Hi, welcome to another episode of Take a Bite. Today, we're at my house. I wanted to show you how I roast chouches. I have lots of people asking me, how do I make my chouches? So I'm going to share it with you. These are chouches. They are, in the US, they would be called baby potatoes or new potatoes. And when you buy them on the street, they come like this. This was $1's worth. So you can easily feed 2 really hungry people or 3 to 4 people on this for $1. Now, when I'm buying the chouches, for myself, I like them better small. Smaller they are, the better they are. So this one's okay, but if you see them any larger, you may want to cut them. And it's okay if they've got a few bad spots on them. Just cut those off. You know, if they're growing sprouts, you're going to want to cut those off. These are pretty fresh. I liked this bag. I didn't see anything in here that needed to be cut off. As I go through them, I may want to clean them up just a little bit. But these are a really good size. So when you're looking for chouches, you want to look for something this size or even smaller if you can find them. So this is what I do. First thing I'm going to do is get my oven started. Now, this is my patio kitchen, not my, here it is. Had to find my lighter. So this is my patio kitchen. I do have a regular kitchen upstairs, but you know what? I like cooking down here. This was the oven that I had when we were living in the garage while the house was under construction. And I've just gotten used to using this. So I turn my gas on. The rule for using gas, flame first. Flame, and then you turn the gas on. So you don't have to be afraid. Now this oven is really fancy. It's off or on. So high or low. I want a pretty good flame because I want this to heat up. I want the potatoes, because they're small and they have a very thin skin on them, they cook quickly. So they're already pretty soft inside. I want them to get crispy on the outside. So I'm going to let this heat up while I get the potatoes ready. And this method is super easy. I saw people, especially on those cooking channels, they like to put everything out on the tray and then they just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it and they think that's good. Not here. This is my olive oil. If you live in Ecuador, you want to buy olive oil that's either from Spain or Italy. Always look for that. You can get it. You just want to look for it because Ecuadorian olive oil, not so good. They make good things here, not so much olive oil. So get it from Spain or Italy. So a nice coating of olive oil on here. And you know why? Because it's going to hold all your seasoning on. I like to use steak seasoning because it's a good amount of salt and pepper and other herbs, and I hardly have to blend anything else in here. This is what I like to use. You can use anything you want, however you like your potatoes. And you may just want a little bit of salt and pepper. So I've got a good amount of this steak seasoning on here. And I like to put a little bit of some Italian seasoning too. And then you toss it. Oh, you know what? I want some hot pepper flakes. We like it spicy in this house, so I'm going to add some hot pepper flakes. And you can't go wrong with however you want to season these potatoes. It's up to you. Whatever your taste buds desire. This is the best way. Put them in a bowl, toss everything. This is the best way to get the potatoes coated on all sides. And that's really about it. Now, I have a nice big tray. You want to lay them out in one flat tray, just like that. So you don't want them so full that they're piled up on top of each other. These things. So my potatoes are about 20 minutes in, and you can see they're starting to get golden brown. I'm going to take them over here and just stir them a little bit. So they're already starting to get crispy. I can assure you they're nice and soft on the inside. That's what I love about chowchas. I actually use these for everything. I even make mashed potatoes with them, and I don't take the skin off. Okay, so these are just stirred around a bit, and I am really going to keep an eye on them at this point. So they are going back in. And we'll watch and see. Okay, the chowchas are done. I took them out of the oven about a couple minutes ago just to let them cool off a bit. These took, I would say, about 30 to 35 minutes. And again, that was a high heat. So whatever you consider high heat in your normal oven. But I do watch them. So this is going to be hot. I'm going to take a bite. Nice and soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. Great flavor. These don't need anything. I don't need ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard. I don't need anything. But it is kind of hot. Those are the best. They're always better served straight out of the oven. So thanks for joining me today. And just remember this. Food is the easiest way to step outside of your comfort zone. And if you're willing to just try something new, a new dish, just take a bite of it. You'll find that you're willing to try new things in other areas of your life too. So don't be afraid. Take a bite.